Hello, this is Ryan. I'm from Superior Networks. Um, in today's video, we will be recording a little video about our cPanel and kind of what we have to offer. At this moment, there's no direct link off the main website to cPanel, so sadly you can't get it unless you type in the 2082 port. So let's log in, and I'll log in as my master account. I do hope this is a better quality video than the one that we made for the HTML induction. It should be widescreen now because I'm only recording most of my screen because my screen is not widescreen. And I understand that most of you do have widescreen computer screens. So if any luck, this will be just a generally kind of nicer way of doing things. So then, what I'm going to do is just go through some of the options in the file manager. Not file manager, sorry, cPanel. Starting at the top, you don't have access to this, but this is all the websites obviously that Superior Networks is hosting at the moment. So the first thing you'll see will be obviously the header. You've got the log out and help area, along with a link to this home page. You then have access to see basic preferences, so including changing your control panel passwords, some video tutorials made by cPanel themselves, getting started wizard, different shortcuts, updating contact info. That's for me to edit the cPanel itself. You can change your style, and you can also change the language to, I think, most if not all of the languages kind of around. You then have access to our emails, which varies from actual email accounts to logging into your webmail, to spam, to auto response, to the default email anything sent to. So it's set up so if you send anything to anything, so if you send blah de blah or ASD at Superior Networks, it will automatically forward it through to admin at Superior Networks. Different predefined mailing lists, email authentication, and some other stuff. We have search engine optimization, which is brand new as well, so this is just going to help it get onto search engines, get closer up to the top. This is file management, so from backups to file managers to FTP to web disks to managing who is actually on FTP. For logs, this tells you how much bandwidth you've used, how many hits you get. And this is security, so this is password protecting directories, blocking out IPs, hotlink, SSH, leech protection. We also have our domain settings, so that goes from subdomains, add-on domains, etc. And our databases for MySQL, remote MySQL, and similar. And to our external software. So by buying with Superior Networks, we are a partner with Cloudflare, so you'll have access to Cloudflare, along with other predefined site software, which we wouldn't recommend because it's pointless. Pro modules, some PHP stuff, and Softalicious, which is basically a really big library of site software. We also have some other stuff which you don't have access to. That's my backend panel, a virus scanner, submitting support, cron jobs, etc. And you also have a version of Softalicious app installer. Now we're going to head back up to the top because I'm going to go kind of go down step by step. So we're going to disregard preferences for now because we don't actually need that. Eventually it will collapse up. It's a bit. There we are. And we're going to focus on email today. Just because email is obviously the first major step, and it's something we really should go through. So I'm going to open these in a new tab just so it's easier for you to see. Let me just shift this window over a bit. So here we can create any email at Superior Networks, clients, freedom logs, because these are subdomains, so you can create emails on subdomains. If you know what subdomains are, carry on listening, and one of the later videos will explain. Then you put in a password, or you can generate your own. Just scroll down a bit more, and it will tell you whether it's unlimited or if you want to set your own, basically limits. As you can see, that's my main email address using a very small amount, and this is someone else's, a good friend of mine. And if we do change quota, we can just change it so we can give them more, we can give them less space. It's very much down to you as to how much you want. So I want unlimited, so I can just change quota. Change. That means unlimited. That little kind of sideways 8. So we need to close that, and we'll head back to the other window. You then have webmail, and I didn't really want to do that. Stop that. Go back. I'm opening a new tab just so it's much easier for us to go back after each time. So if I just recollapse this, give it a sec, my mouse is a bit broken. There we are. So if we open that in a new tab, you will then be brought to this, and this will just explain to you what webmail is, that kind of stuff, and then we just need to go to webmail logging. Now I have disabled auto loading, and this is logged in as this root account. This is called Superior One, that's my username. So by default, your username is your email address. This is superior1 at superiornetworks.com. And this is just very basic kind of stuff. We have 2 mail clients, Roundcube, which is my favourite one, is much nicer, and we also have Squirrel Mail, which is very basic, plain text, kind of a bit ugly. Email filtering, configuring email clients. This is like Outlook, so if you have Outlook on your computer, you can see how to set it up, and tracing email type things. If you want it so that when you open up this page, it will automatically load one of these 2 clients, you can do auto load. So if we want 5 seconds for it to take, you just do that and OK. And if we then refresh the page, it's just going to tell you if you want to stop, to click the stop button before it takes you through to the webmail. And this is what Roundcube looks like. So this is the email client, so you can send and receive emails from in here. So if we just exit out of this and exit out of that. Spam Assassin is something I didn't want to do that with. If we right click and open that in a new tab. And this just manages how the spam prevention is. By default it is disabled anyway, however I've already enabled it. And it basically will delete anything that is marked as spam. You can configure it, you can do a few different things. But it's just, it uses their database and it will basically flag stuff as spam. Forwarders is again something that many people probably won't have used. It's basically a very easy way to kind of, if you have an ex-employee say on your website and you want all their emails to be sent to someone else, you will be able to do that. So if we wanted everything that gets sent to support, or no, if you do admin at clients.superior networks, we want everything of that to be forwarded to admin at mainsuperiornetworks.com. And that will basically mean that any email that comes to here will automatically be moved to this email account. You can, on the other hand, make it send them an email back to say there's no person at the address. So if you want it so that they don't exist anymore completely, you can make it so it makes the other person or the person sending it say, or come up on the screen saying there's no person. You can do more advanced options if you wish, including forwarding to different system accounts and doing other stuff that we really just don't need. So that's very much it's very much something that we would not need. If you use your own email program on your website, you would probably pipe it to a program and you have to fill that in. But again, that's something that we won't cover in this video because it's very rare to do that. So that's going to mean it will now be copied to there, as it says. So if we exit back into the main control panel, autoresponders, that is very self-explanatory. I'm not even going to go into that. That basically means if you're out of office, it will automatically reply. Default addresses. This is something that is quite useful. It's something we use here on Superior Networks because it stops kind of confusion. It means that you can send it with a typo and it'll automatically kind of resolve the issue before it kind of happens. It means that any email that doesn't kind of belong to an account, so I can send it to anything at Superior Networks and it'll always go through to admin. The only catch to that is if there's an actual account. So say I create an email address called potatoesrus@superiornetworks.com. If someone sends that account an email, that person will receive the email. However, if they send it to potatoes123, it will send it through to admin@Superior Networks. We could, on the other hand, make it go back as an error, and we'll also probably set similar settings up for all the other, or mainly the client one. So if we go back, mailing lists, they're basically for mass mailing, so that means you can send one email to loads and loads of different people, so very much promotional kind of stuff, and I should imagine a wide variety of software you use for client management would have some sort of database you can export. So you can click a button and all the email addresses will be listed and you can just put them straight into this and then you can send a big bulk email. Yeah. Exit that. We're not going to go through filtering because that's something kind of complicated and is very, in my opinion, not needed for kind of explaining. It's something that is more of an advanced features. The only other thing I do want to go through in this video is the importing of addresses or forwarders, which means that if you've used any other sort of host before, of which allow you to export the kind of forwarding settings or the actual email addresses, you can use this, and providing it is in a CSV, which is a Microsoft Office Excel spreadsheet, you can either put in the email accounts or the email forwarders, and it has to be a CSV or XLS, and it will basically then go through some stages. I don't actually have a thing to demo with, but if not, you can always use the help things here or submit a ticket if you need help further. I do hope that has helped you further with the use of emails on the Cpanel version 3. Superior Networks would be more than happy to assist you if you need any assistance. You can just submit a support ticket or just give a comment in this video and we will try to assist you the best we can. Thank you for watching. Please do like, comment and subscribe. If you need any help, feel free to comment, drop me a message or submit a support ticket and we will assist you as best we can. Thank you very much.